519-4354. For all your home improvement, 04-519-4354.
Looking for personalized, compassionate health care you can trust? Welcome to Life Guide Healthcare, where premium care meets a personal touch. We specialize in medical weight loss, IV hydration therapy, hormone replacement therapy, primary and holistic care, and advanced wound care and mobile services. At Life Guide Healthcare, we bring care directly to you with mobile and in-home services available, conveniently serving the community with fast appointments and customized treatment plans. Call us today at 770-557-1079. Life Guide Healthcare, your partner in better health. Looking for personalized, compassionate health care you can trust? Welcome to Life Guide Healthcare, where premium care meets a personal touch. We specialize in medical weight loss, IV hydration therapy, hormone replacement therapy, primary and holistic care, and advanced wound care and mobile services. At Life Guide Healthcare, we bring care directly to you with mobile and in-home services available, conveniently serving the community with fast appointments and customized treatment plans. Call us today at 770-557-1079. Life Guide Healthcare, your partner in better health.
Girl, I live for how you make me feel, so I question all this big and real, 'cause I'm not afraid to love. For the first time, I'm not afraid to love. Oh, this day seems made for you and me. You showed me what life needs to be. You sang to me. Oh, you sang to me.
Welcome to It's All in the Garden, a journey where science meets spirit and healing begins at the root. Now, if you're just watching for the first time, this is a program where we explore the pillars of health, mind, body, and spirit through research, holistic and functional medicine. So while also comparing these approaches with conventional Western medicine, so you can make informed decisions about your well-being. So just like a garden needs the right soil, sunlight, and care to flourish, your health depends on balance, nourishment, and intentional living. In today's episode, we'll dive into our second episode, Food as Medicine. I know a lot of you are probably looking forward to it. I know it's going to be really informative. And here we're going to explore what research says and share practical steps so you can apply it into your daily life. And as always, we love to close with a time of prayer for healing and restoration for those who are sick or in need. So I want you to be ready and be expectant. Let your faith rise, because all things are possible in the garden. There is nothing that God cannot do. So wherever you are on your journey, you're welcome. Welcome here. Let's grow, heal, and thrive together Remember, nothing missing, nothing broken, nothing lacking. And I'm your co-host, Dr. K. Agbeyomi. I'm a PhD epidemiologist. And with me, it's Doctor of Nurse Practice,
Dr. Feyi. Yes, I'm a doctor of nursing practice, a board certified family nurse practitioner. And I do functional medicine, which is holistic, where we help the body heal itself by giving it what it needs, the tools, the right tools to do so. Here we are tonight. Good evening, listeners. Welcome.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Feyi. So welcome, everybody. So today we'll be talking about food as medicine. Research shows that poor nutrition is a leading contributor to chronic diseases, such as diabetes, heart disease, and obesity. And holistically, food is not just calories. It is information for your body. And then it affects your hormones, inflammation, which is big in causing all kinds of diseases, and even your mental health. And I'm going to exploit some articles briefly so that we can understand. So the first one I'm going to go into is from the American Journal of Medicine, an abstract by Reddy and Freeman and Co. that was done, released in 2024. So the title is Food is Medicine, Time is Now. Virtually, every professional society globally now endorses a plant-forward diet that is lower in fat and processed food as key component of disease prevention and health promotion. Now, it is characterized, according to their abstract, by whole grain foods and predominantly made of fresh foods. So with healthcare expenditures at record levels across the globe, so implementing a treatment plan that has larger magnitude health improvement than nearly any known medicine that is extremely inexpensive and has the power to not only improve human health, but also planetary health is critical. Now, the second one is from Harvard. Food is medicine, simple science-backed eating for better health and healing. And it says that decades of research confirm that our eating habits can play a major role in how cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and cancer develop, and in how we prevent, treat, and heal these diseases and many others like them. Just as important are the foods you should avoid when you live with conditions such as heart disease, gastrointestinal issues, osteoporosis, kidney and liver diseases, dementia, and many others. Food is medicine. It's your Harvard Medical School evidence-based nutrition plan for living your healthiest life. That is from Harvard. So, Western medicine often addresses nutrition after disease develops, sometimes relying more on medication than prevention. We all know that. But you can take control now. And that's what this show is all about today. I want to welcome you on board as Dr. Feyi takes over from here.
Thank you so much for all the research that we have. In summary, bottom line is take food as medicine. So you want to imagine your prescription, your very first prescription, to be the plate of food in front of you. That is how we want you to visualize this episode. Food as medicine. So instead of taking prescription medication to heal, reverse, take care of, your anything going on in your body. You want to try switch it over to food. You can use food to reverse diseases. Tonight we're going to be educating on how to use food, what that means to your body. And what we're going to be talking about is understanding your body, that your body is made of cells. You have millions, trillions cells in your body. They make those tissues, they make those organs. If you can just think back about how the whole body, what is formed from, you always think about those cells and how the food that you put in front of you, every bite, it's either you are creating a disease or you are reversing the disease. It's that you are preventing it or you are making it to happen. Because every bite that everything that you eat goes eventually to your cells to either make it or break it. So, cellular repair, that is the number one thing your food should be doing in your body. Yes, we all believe that the body can heal itself. I was talking to a young man and I was telling him about detox. His vitamin D was, I think, 9, and anemic, and inflammation high, young men under the age of 20. And I was telling him the need to detox. Let's just do a 30-day body servicing. And he said, but I learned in my class, one of my courses, that the body can heal itself. I said, that's correct. But right now, your body does not have the ingredients, does not have the tools to heal itself. It's like you want somebody to make brick. You're supposed to give them water, cement, sand, and the frames to put it in and mix it correctly, and they make the brick. But they don't have cement, they don't have water, they don't have sand. You just give them straw. And you come back and it's like, where's the brick I told you to make? It's not going to happen. So you have to give your body the right tools to be able to make that cellular repair happen. So, also, your food is responsible for your immune system, your hormone balance, and brain function. There's something called gut-brain axis. We're not doing gut health today. We're just talking about food as medicine. Next, we're going to be talking about gut health. All right? Welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. As you're listening, be putting down your questions so that we can address your questions and answer them as to the best of our knowledge. So, those are the things you think about. Conventional medicine treats symptoms. Nutrition is supposed to address root causes. So whatever issue you have going on in your body, metabolism or anything at all with any of the organs, whether they're mild, moderate, or very severe, food or nutrition can reverse it, because those are fuel and they are information you're giving to your body. Science behind food as medicine. Inflammation. Food can help combat inflammation in the body. It can help regulate insulin levels. Insulin is the major hormones that help with metabolism. It's the key that opens the doors of the tissue to allow glucose to come in, where you can use it as energy. Like I said, it also helps your gut microbiome. We have trillions of these microbiomes in our gut, good ones, bad ones. The goal is to reduce the bad ones and also to build the good ones. You can do that with food. We also talk about oxidative stress. This is how you reduce the breakdown, managing cortisol. I'm not going to be speaking big science words today because the listeners, not everybody is scientific. So we want to make sure everybody gets the benefit from this conversation. How to manage stress. You can use food for all these things that will benefit your body. So food is information to the body. It influences your genetic expressions. There are some things like, let's say, for example, something called lipoprotein A. It's a genetic component of cholesterol. If it's high, there is no prescription to manage it. But you can manage it with food, something called epigenetics, around in your environment. And then after that, we also have to deal with something called mitochondria. You cannot talk about food without talking about mitochondria, which is the energy box of each cell in your body. So we're going to teach you today, or educate you, how to use food to heal your body, prevent diseases, and give you the energy that you need. I want to talk about leafy greens. All right, yep, what kind of food? Yes, that's the next thing. Thank you. What kind of food? Leafy greens. Your plate should have leafy greens as many times as possible during the week. If you plan ahead, we go to farmers market at least once, if not twice a week. Okay? That's when you get your vegetables. This week, Sunday, I got 2. Broccoli and purple cabbage. All right? So you get at least 2 that you love most. And then you make sure you eat it. Ease yourself into it. You don't have to have a whole bunch of vegetables that's going to rotten on your countertop or in the refrigerator. So get a few. They support detox. Like I said, you have to detox because we get in a lot of pesticides. Our environment is full of toxins from the food. And the water that we have is not enough to just rinse off those pesticides. We ingest them in some amount. So you want to make sure the rate at which you're taking in the toxins, your body can take it out. Your body can take it out of your body. You can have a mechanism, a system, a method whereby you take out those toxins, you take out the trash, your lymphatic system, your plumbing system in the body is functioning, is flowing. Your toilet system is not blocked. Okay? So when you make sure you're taking out the toxins, like I said, get from pesticides, from food, overly processed food, fast food, drive-through because they're not real. There's no way you can make burger and drive through the building and your food is ready. It's a lot of preservatives. The longer the shelf life, the longer the preservative. So you want to make sure you reduce overly processed food. I understand sometimes there's no way to avoid it, but when you can, you have to be intentional about what you put in your mouth so that you're not adding more toxins. Because there are some that you even eat, whether you know it or not. You're taking in the toxins. Your spray, all those air fresheners, inhaling it. Sometimes your cream, your hair, everything you put in relaxers. So those are the things that you take in toxins that you don't even know about. So the environment also produces toxins, all right? And also the food, the meat that we eat, a lot of hormones, a lot of hormones, and this end up disrupting our own hormones. So that's the reason why we have to eat to detox, all right? Cruciferous, all those food help us to detox, and many more, okay? Question, is there a special way to cook the food? Yes. All right, we believe that you should steam your vegetables so that you can still have more. Don't overboil it, don't overcook it. In some areas, I've heard that if it's not fried in food, I don't know, but I've heard that before. Okay, so that is not everywhere, and that should not be every day. There's some food that you have to fry, but you don't have to. I met some queens of air fryers. I'm only saying what I know. Okay, I'm not trying to dabble into what I think. Okay, I'm only saying what I know. What I know is you should steam your vegetables so that you don't overcook them, so that all the nutrients don't go into the drain. Let them go into your body. You don't have to eat raw food every time. No. Eating raw food doesn't mean you are eating absolutely the best way in the world. No. You can steam your food, and if occasion allows it, you can eat it raw. Okay. Berries. Berries are very, very important in your diet. Berries with good grades of yogurt can be your breakfast. I've been in families where they have, out of 3 or 4 kids, 3, 2 of them have ADHD, and is the food. So you have to make sure, and they were asking me, the reason I mentioned it is because they were asking me, what do we eat? You said, don't eat cereal. But breakfast is the most important meal of the day. That's Kellogg's commercial. That's just Kellogg's commercial. They want you to eat more Frosted Flakes. Okay? Breakfast means you fast all night. Maybe you eat dinner at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. You have fasted for 12 hours. So when you break your fast at 7 a.m., you have fasted for 13 hours. So you break fast at 7 a.m. So that is breaking fast. It's not a particular meal. I can break my fast at 8 a.m. You can break your fast at 9 a.m. It's that overnight fasting that we break. And that's breaking fast. Break fast. So the reason is the most important meal to us is because you need something, you need protein. You need something that will hold you, that will supply energy to your cells, because they have starved they've been without food for 12, 13 hours. So just don't eat sugar or energy drink to break your fast, or just jelly and carb alone to break your fast. You need some form of protein, something for your gut. So that's why something like berries with yogurt, you can start with that. Some eggs, if you eat eggs, you can eat that.
If you are not allergic to them.
If you're not allergic to them. Yes. So after detoxing, fighting inflammation. Inflammation accrues over time from stress, from diseases. Everybody needs to be doing something intentionally for inflammation. Don't wait until you start feeling them in your joints and you can't climb the stairs or you can't go anywhere before you start doing something about inflammation. Be intentional about eating food that combats or fights inflammation. Right? You can eat your nuts and seeds. to do that. Fatty fish also is good for you.
Okay. Poor diet quality is a leading risk factor for cardiometabolic disease and is responsible for an estimated 45% of all cardiometabolic disease deaths. Now we're talking about in the US.
That's a lot.
That's high. And we need to bring the numbers down by making sure we take healthy diets. Because it affects about 47 million Americans. I don't know if you are one of them. And they have been consistently associated with worse health outcomes and higher healthcare costs. So please, let's take this seriously. Look at what you are eating. Make sure you are eating right. It's very important.
Yes. Thank you so much. So let's go to food that harm the body. The food that you absolutely avoid. Avoid ultra-processed foods. They are harming your body. Excess sugar. Excess, too much white sugar, processed, is harming your body. And refined carbs. Everything is in packages. Avoid those because they're going to harm your cells and disrupt your hormones. And also trans fats. So anything, seed oils, they damage your cells also. Because when you put them on the stove, they burn so fast and that thing is so damaging to your cells. So, let's talk about one diet does not fit it all. So there's no one particular diet that is good for everybody. Somebody whose kidney is begging for care, that means they're already been, in the damaging direction. The kidney function is going towards the low side. They've been, doctor has told them you have chronic kidney disease, maybe stage 2 or stage 3. And now because their friend is on keto diet, now they want to do keto diet all of a sudden. No, you're going to just ruin that kidney and pack up the kidney. So one diet does not fit all. What is good for you might not be good for me. Okay? And I want to mention, debunk a topic about eating according to your blood type. It is not evidence-based. Okay? But as at today, we don't have enough evidence to prove that what you eat according to your blood type affects the outcome of disease. No. However, everything should be in moderation.
Imagine they say, I'm type A, and they say, I can't eat meat. Don't eat meat at all.
Only me.
Oh, wow.
And let it go.
No.
Let me enjoy my meat. She said no.
So scientifically, it has not been proven. It's not evidence-based yet, as of today. So maybe in the future, some more studies will come up to enlighten us. But man, we need to eat beef. I like beef. All right.
God help all of us together. Mm-hmm. But if you want to eat, you can eat maybe grass-fed because it has less hormones. It's less hormone grown because they pump all this chicken and animals with hormones to make them big, so it can go round, I guess.
So that they can grow faster,
right?
And they can easily send them out to the stores and as fast as possible. So
yeah. So post your questions and let us help you to understand what you need to know. Is brown sugar okay? Brown sugar is okay. Like I said, everything in moderation. Just don't eat too much sugar and everything. The reason we crave so much is because of the imbalance in the microbiomes, the bacteria in our gut. When you have too high bad bacteria, they produce waste. That waste, they feed on sugar. But if you are able to build the good bacteria, you will not be craving sugar so much. And I know that we're at status quo where everybody is now, you will need some help. Most of us need some help with gut health. Just like you take your car in for whatever mileage it is, you need to take your body for, how many 30-year service or 50-year service or 35-year service, okay? And just service your body. Let that be a foundation of how you can start your holistic journey. What we mean by holistic journey is, again, just like your car has different systems. Your tire, you take care of your tires. You take care of your engine. You take care of your battery, the oil, the brake fluid. You get all this automatic fluid, the one that DEF for diesel engines. So we have different, right, DAF, right? We have all kinds of fluids, all kinds, different parts of the car. Just because you changed your battery last month, and then they say, oh, your gasket needs to be changed, or your brake fluid is out, or your wiper shield needs to be changed. Well, I just changed that last week too. No. The same thing. As you're taking care of your kidney, you're taking care of your liver. You're taking care of your brain, you're taking care of your gut. You're taking care of your lymphatic system, you're taking care of your metabolism, you're taking care of your hormones, you're taking care of your hair, you're taking care of everything at the same time. It's the same thing. We are responsible. Your car you can replace. You can say, you know what, I don't want this car. I'm just going to get another one. You say, what? That gas is $3,000? I'm going to ask, well, just save for another car. You can't do that with your body. So that's why you have to invest your time, good food, and be intentional about your health. We're talking about holistic way of reversing diseases. There's no king, miraculous person that can just snap the finger and make your A1C go from 9 to 5 overnight. That's not the way it works. And I know that somebody has given me a 1-star review because I told them to their face, you are responsible for your health. I'm not responsible. And she said, I paid to come here, and then you tell me I'm responsible. Then what are you going to be doing? I'm going to be telling you what to eat and what not to eat and what to use to build your body. But when you go home, I'm not there to tell you, don't put too much sugar. Don't eat cookie for breakfast. Don't go through drive-through fast food every day. I'm not there to police you. I didn't go to police academy. That is not my job. Your job is to manage your health, and I'll walk with you hand in hand. We do it together. So that's the reason why you have to be involved. All right? And because of that, we have direct primary care. We're going to take a short break and tell you more about that after we come back.
Looking for personalized, compassionate health care you can trust? Welcome to Life Guide Healthcare, where premium care meets a personal touch. We specialize in medical weight loss, IV hydration therapy, hormone replacement therapy, primary and holistic care, and advanced wound care and mobile services. At Life Guide Healthcare, we bring care directly to you with mobile and in-home services available, conveniently serving the community with fast appointments and customized treatment plans. Call us today at 770-557-1079. Life Guide Healthcare, your partner in better health.
Welcome back. All right. So I was talking about direct primary care. Direct primary care is something that we have at Life Guide because we see the need. as a direct primary care provider, I have a lot of patients that had health insurance, like maybe let's say Oscar, and their health insurance premium increased or maybe doubled. A patient told me that she gets benefit of $2,000 a month, and her insurance premium went to $1,900 every month. So she had to cancel the insurance. So we had to, figure out how to help people like that. If your insurance premium has doubled or you do not have health insurance, we have something called direct primary care. And for this month is $79. And $79 per month. And what does that entail? That entails you no longer going to Google for everything or ChatGPT. Now you have a provider in your corner who you can reach out to. Accessibility. We can manage your health in a holistic manner. So whatever you need, we guide you. If you have problems with metabolism and you're just gaining weight and you have done all you can to stand and you're still not standing, we can help you. So we help you with your metabolism. We find the root cause to that. If your hair is falling off or is not growing, we find the root cause of that. If all your joints ache or your body or your muscle ache every morning, we find solution. We help you navigate which one to do, which ones to do that you can do later. We help you prioritize your health. We give you a meal plan. We hold your hand, and we just help you heal. Like we said last week, there are 8 pillars of health, of wellness. So today we're talking about one aspect of the physical health, which is the nutrition, which is the food that we eat. What about your emotional health? What about your spiritual health? So, what about all those intellectual health? All the other aspects or whatever you have going on at the moment. Can we help you navigate so you're not overwhelmed? Can we help you reverse those diseases, knowing that your body can heal itself? Your body do have the ability to do that, but we have to give it the right tools. So we give you those right tools and show you how to navigate so you can get yourself back to optimal level of wellness. So that's what we do for $79 a month. Now, after you do that monthly, and if you have any questions, if you have any medication refills, if you're already on prescription medication, we help you with that. We refill your medications so you don't fall out and you don't get into bigger trouble because you don't have anybody to prescribe your medications for you. So we still help you maintain that while we're working on the root cause of the problem. So after 6 months, then we do your comprehensive blood work, which at this time is already covered. You don't have to pay $300 or $350 for the lab after 6 months of membership. So if you are considering, if you're wondering, if you're worried about how am I find another doctor, how am I going to manage my health, this is an opportunity. This is what we have created with you on our mind. And you can go to our website, lifeguardwellness.com, and enroll in our direct primary care. Like I said, it's $79 every month. And that's what we do. If you have any question, please post that. And I'm going to let Dr. K share something about that too.
All right. So if you are going to sign up tomorrow, because we have a health fair tomorrow.
Yes.
We don't usually open on Saturdays, but we have a health fair tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Now, you can get a discount on your direct primary care from $79 to $55 every month. And that is only meant for tomorrow. And then in addition to that, we have a free air screening that is going on also that will take place tomorrow for lipoprotein A, for your body information, that's and then for kidney function, for your A1C and your lipid panel. We have 5 things that we will be doing for free for you. And then we will also give you $45 gift card for your time and travel. I just felt I should just quickly jump in to say that so that you can capitalize on it tomorrow. We're going to be there at 4319 Covington Highway. We're in Suite 103 in Decatur, Georgia, and the zip code is 30035. If you jump in tomorrow, you can lock in the price. That price for the primary care is just $55 for tomorrow and will last throughout the year. So if you can be around, you can just lock in the price tomorrow, only for tomorrow. And we're only open from 10 to 3 p.m. This is Dr. K's special for you because we care about you and we want to make sure that you are well, you are doing fine. All right?
Thank you so much.
See you there.
Thank you. So tomorrow, come one, come all, come and get your blood work checked out, especially if you have any metabolism issues going on, diabetes, hypertension, or any family history, or you have any obesity that you want to start managing. Be the driver. Jump into the driver's seat and let's drive to this optimal wellness that we're talking about. That's a question here. People on menopause, do you see them for hot flashes? Yes, we do have menopausity diet, menopausity treatment that we can help you with. We help you find the root cause. I know that for menopause, it doesn't start at 40. It doesn't start at 50. It started way long before then. It just fully formed at that age. So our goal is to start to prevent all those symptoms because those hormones, less estrogen, progesterone, and the female hormones that gets to decline as we age, they just don't cause hot flashes, vasodilation, because now everything is open and now you're sweating, perspiring, and no sleep, and then heart problems and blood pressure and weight gain and low bone density, brittle bones, all those things, memory loss. It just goes on and on and on. It does not end. There's a reason why we function our best when all by you can eat food that are tailored to providing you with those that will help you optimize those hormones. Okay? So we can talk about magnesium. Helps to calm the nerves. Improve sleep. Vitamin D, omega-3, omega-6, your B complex. Now, somebody would tell me, I don't take supplements. If you don't take supplements, it means you live on maybe in the Mediterranean zone. You just visit in America.
Wow.
Yeah. Because if you live here, our soil is depleted. That's why we are supplementing. That's why we need to supplement. Okay? If you live in those blue zones where they have great soil and good nutrition, and they have less fast food around them, and they have less sugar, and everything that's been banned in other countries are also banned in their country, then you can talk about, and they have less or no pesticides, and everybody grow their own crop. They have their own soil, because you have to have your own soil too. Because I've tried to plant some things and the soil said no. The soil was not cooperating with me.
That's right.
I planted yam and the soil was like, how? I planted vegetable and the soil was like, who? Who you talking to? So you have to have your own soil. And if you can do that, then you don't need supplement. But if you eat the same food from the store that has pesticide on it, that has GMOs on the label, that has created in the lab, you can see the labels on your meat, on your chicken, that says it is lab made. Not like, it's not going to say lab made, but you can see words that indicate that it was manufactured. If you can look out for those labels, if you're eating those things that put toxins in your body, then you need to supplement.
Bioengineered foods?
Yes, thank you. Bioengineered food. Yeah, but I said lab made. Right? So if you participating in the food that we eat here, that's why you need to supplement. You are supporting your body. You are supporting your cells. You are feeding your mitochondria. You are repairing your damaged cells. You are making your body go from acidic state to alkaline state. You are moving your body through optimal level. That's why we supplement. It's not just moving the motion. What do you take? I take vitamin A, B, C, D, E through G. No, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about food, your phytonutrients, the right kind of magnesium, not just the one over the counter, not just gummies. No, we're talking about vitamin D to levels that can help you bring up your vitamin D level that's been low since you can remember. How low is your vitamin D? Yeah, my doctor said it was low. About 10 years now, it's still low. No. You need good amount. Omega-3 for your brain, for your memory. You can prevent forgetfulness. You can prevent memory loss. You can use those things. You can have B-complex to support your adrenal function to reverse diseases. Okay? Question says, prescribe medicine for estrogen with no testing. How do you determine how much estrogen or progesterone is needed? There has to be testing. Okay?
There needs to be a baseline.
Right.
If
there
you're
needs to
treating
be
somebody that
right.
is
There needs to
deficient
be
in
right.
estrogen.
There needs to be a baseline, especially if you have started. If you want to be addressing hormonal changes, and there are some specific hormones that we need to check the levels. All right. Dutch is a good place to check your hormones. Dutch, DUTCH, test.com. Okay. The price is just a resource for you to go check out what it looks like to check your hormones. They will not let you order a test there and get the result yourself. You need a provider to help you. And of course, you get it at a cheaper, better rate, price if you go through a provider. But that's one of a good resource to look into to find out what does this entail. But if you just want to optimize, you already know it's low, and you're opting out of pellets. There's something called pellets, where after you do your testing, now they know for make up the areas that you are lacking to make a pellet. It looks like rice, like a grain of rice, and they put it under your skin. That can help regulate your hormone. However, if it's there for long, I don't know who is going to affect, because it's not good. It's not fit for everyone. Not everyone is a good candidate for pellet. So if you're not a good candidate, maybe because of your family history, okay, and each manufacturer has contraindications, reasons why you cannot. Some say you cannot get it because of history of breast cancer or history of this in the family, if you're not a candidate for pellet and you just want to stay abreast and optimize your hormones, you can use alternative medicine, food. Okay, optimize your sleep, optimize your estrogen with natural supplements. But you do have to supplement those things. You have to supplement your food to get good nutrition. Stress management, reducing your cortisol. And also, so you have to evaluate your hormones. And we do that at LifeGuide. LifeGuide.com, LifeGuideWellness.com, excuse me. And you make an appointment. Or you can give us a call to do that.
There is something I had that a patient came to our clinic, and he's over 70 years old, and then he did to do blood test, and all his numbers were normal. Dr. Feyi,
Yes.
what you got to say about that patient? It's shocking that a 70-year-old will have a normal blood numbers, everything normal, because he
Yes.
was feeding on what? Supplements.
Yes, he was
spent
supplementing.
over $700 every month for his health to be healthy.
Yes.
Wow, amazing.
So, it's a new patient who just came to LifeGuide because he wanted to have a comprehensive test about his health. He's 70 years old. And so I asked, what supplements do you take? He brought me at least 26.
Wow.
26 for the last, more than 5 years. Mm-hmm. But every number there was perfect. Every to the last.
Wow.
So everything. So now my role for his $79 is to help him consolidate that. Because he was taking vitamin A, B for the eye, mushroom, different kinds of mushrooms. He was taking all kinds of supplements, berberine, methylene blue, all those things. And I was able to have that. And also not reduce what he was taking, but be able to consolidate, because the products that we use at LifeGuide, one of them alone has 23 essential vitamins.
Beautiful.
23. So your vitamin B6, vitamin B5, biotin, folate, niacin, all those things, zinc. You don't have to take it individually. And apart from that, the ones that he was taking, they're very low in percentage. So maybe let's say for example, zinc, maybe he's only getting 10 milligrams. And you're supposed to have at least 30 milligrams every day. So that means you have to take 3 tablets or capsules to have 30. Meanwhile, the one that we have, that 30 is in another vitamin. So you don't have to take individual and so many. The magnesium is with calcium and K2. If you keep taking calcium alone, without anything, without magnesium, the right kind of magnesium, and K2, the calcium will sit in your blood. When you go to test for your annual physical or your doctor tests your calcium level, you will have something called hypercalcemia, too much calcium in your blood. Meanwhile, your bones are weak and brittle, but you're taking calcium. Why? Because calcium does not absorb, it adsorb. It needs magnesium and K2 to force it into the bone. So if you're not doing that, and just taking calcium every day, yes, I take calcium, it doesn't mean you have strong bone. So that's what we do. We help you consolidate and maximize and optimize your vitamin levels. We also do IV hydration if that's what it takes. For my patients with autoimmune disorders in their gut, like IBS, their gut is at that state cannot really absorb much. So we start them with IV hydration for a few doses, a few weeks, just to allow their gut to start healing. And then when it starts healing, we change them to what they can absorb. Okay? All right, Dr. K. I'm going to help you round up here for us today.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for watching and listening to us. I hope you have been blessed today. We usually don't like to just hand our broadcast and sharing without praying. So we're going to pray. We're going to go into the Lord, and we ask Him that He will minister to us as we close this second episode. The next episode is going to be next Friday. Is where we're going to talk about God. We talk about God and some other things. So let's get ready.
Oh, somebody has a question. What's good for high blood pressure? So that's a holistic approach to high blood pressure. What we do is give you supplements that will help to clean the inside of your blood vessel. That's be filled with plaques that is not allowing the blood to flow freely. And that's going to happen over time. So we want to see, because your the blood pressure medicine helps the outside wall to relax, but we start with holistic approach to help the inside. So once you give us a call, 770-557-1079, or go to our website, lifeguardwellness.com, and make an appointment. We'll go into details with you.
And just before I pray, I just want to remind us that tomorrow we're having a health fair at a clinic, 4319 Covington Highway, Suite 103, and that's in Decatur, Georgia, 30035. I want to also ask you, don't just come alone, bring your friends. We're doing air screening. The air screening, we give out $45 for time and travel so that you could be tested for LPA, for body inflammation, kidney function, A1C, and lipid panel, all free to you. And that is only meant for 18 and above. But after tomorrow, as from Monday, it will be for 55 to 75-year-old. So I want you to take advantage of this, and we know that good things, don't let good things that are free pass you by. All right, so we look forward to seeing you. Please invite your friends. Don't come alone. Bring them in. We are waiting for you to receive you. Thank you, everybody. Let's have a word of prayer as we close up this segment of broadcast today. Father, we just thank you. We ask for wisdom in how we nourish our bodies. Let food bring healing, not harm. Restore health to those struggling today. And I ask, oh God, that you heal everybody, that your healing power will flow out of you from the crown of your head to the tip of your toes, to heal you, as many of you that believe. The Bible says he sent forth his word healed them and delivered them from their destruction. We release healing today because everything is in the garden. The Almighty God make room, make provision for everyone in the garden. It's your turn to receive your healing. I pray, Father, that you will heal everyone under the sound of my voice today with dementia. Everyone fighting with dementia, Father, heal them now in the name of Jesus. Anyone with spine problem, oh Lord, that believe you today, Father, let them be healed now in the name of Jesus. I cause every pain to its roots, every pain in the leg. I cause you every arthritis. Die now in the name of Jesus. Amen. Let the healing power of God flow through you and bring you relieves. Every problem everyone having emotional problem, I ask that you be healed now. Be healed now. Everyone going through grief, be comforted. Amen. Receive the comfort of the Lord today, that you will be able to, carry on your life and fulfill the mandate of God for your life. In Jesus' precious name. Thank you, everybody. Amen. Let's grow well and let's live whole. Thank you. See you next week.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Looking for personalized, compassionate health care you can trust? Welcome to Life Guide Healthcare, where premium care meets a personal touch. We specialize in medical weight loss, IV hydration therapy, hormone replacement therapy, primary and holistic care, and advanced wound care and mobile services. At Life Guide Healthcare, we bring care directly to you with mobile and in-home services available, conveniently serving the community with fast appointments and customized treatment plans. Call us today at 770-557-1079. Life Guide Healthcare, your partner in